Hello everyone and welcome back to more Ratchet Clank 1. We have just landed on Planet Battaglia and I believe there is something new that I will be willing to buy from the vendor now. Yes, the Devastator. Fantastic. Anyway, well, yeah, I forgot. When you buy guns in this, they just don't give you full ammo. Anyway, I've talked about in a couple videos ago about the Devastator and the Visibunker. The Devastator in this game, I gotta say, super helpful in some situations, but causes a lot of issues in most cases. So as a rocket launcher, you're expected to do a lot of damage, but unfortunately, it will steal on a lot of enemies that is good to use them on. It will still unfortunately take a lot of the times 3 and sometimes even 5 devastator shots on them. Anyway, I have sat in this menu for too long. Let me just get this properly set up. So what I usually like to do for each Ratchet Clank game is to set it up in to set up my weapons in a kind of style where I have the biggest bomb or the biggest strongest rocket up the top, the second biggest bomb or rocket in there, and then to the left here I usually have to like having something like a kind of a shockwave weapon, for example the proton drum, so that's the protoclast from the Ratchet Clank 2016 game, or the Rift Ripper, or the plasma coil / plasma storm from 2 and 3. And then at the bottom here I usually like to have something like defensive wise, for example the shield charger / the Tesla barrier, and what was I saying? Yeah, I usually like to keep it like that. For this slot here and this slot here, I usually like to put things that are like turret or like security kind of wise, so like Glove of Doom and mini turret gun launcher. And what is it? Up here, I don't know. I usually just put whatever I need on a quick select or whatever I like to use in these two spaces up here. Anyway, what I'm trying to do, trying to put in the other things. Oh, that's right. It's the trespasser I'm trying to put in. Anyway. Oh yeah. At this point, I'll probably put a swing shot into there, I guess, and then this. Let me just. Yeah, sure. Probably don't want too much, like, take out the Devastator slot. No, I do not want to do that. Anyway. Okay. Oh yeah, I need ammo for other weapons. I forgot I was going to take a bit of a break between this video and the last, but I have already set this one. However, let me just check if this video is recording. I really need to set up a second monitor or like connect this to my TV to have that running on a different screen so I can just look at it. Just look to the side instead of changing the window. Okay, good. I didn't take any damage from those enemies and I didn't have to waste any ammo on those. Yeah, very good. There's ammo boxes, yeah, I could have broken those before, buying ammo. I need to remember that because it's now the second time it's happened. That is fantastic that I just took that bit of damage. Okay, I think I might just go up this way first, but if it takes too many tries to do this, I will just skip it. Or sorry, not skip it, come back to it after going the other way. Okay, the grind rail sections in Ratchet and Clank games, not at all my favorites. There's quite a lot of annoying ones in the second game. I'm not sure about the third one. But yeah, I gotta say, second one and this game have the grind rails I'm not a big fan of. Okay, I can't break all three of those. I was thinking, am I gonna take damage because I didn't jump? Anyway, but this one's pretty simple, pretty easy so far. Oh god, thought I died for a second there. Anyway. Yep, gotta switch over now. I wasn't gonna have to go through that whole loop again. That's just some extra bolts, which I'm just thinking, why didn't I just go there? I figured I'd explain it instead of actually going there, which sucks. Because I gotta use those bolts in the future. Yeah, I am not being paying attention. I've been kind of just in my own space right now. Do those things give me bolts? I do not think they do. I think those bolts are just getting... Oh my goodness, I got a skill point for that. I think, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I've ever gotten that skill point. And I think the skill point is for completing that grind rail segment without taking any damage. Apologies. Unfortunately, we are gonna have to pay for this, but I am... Yeah, I think this might be the point of the game where they're gonna keep on charging you very consistently, or they're gonna start requiring, I don't know, just NPCs are gonna start like requesting that you give them bolts, and unfortunately there's gonna be some really good weapons coming up, and that's just the point where your bolts are not going to be, where you're going to need to have a lot of points. Bolts at this point, not points. I don't know why I said that. Anyway. Now that planet that was just being shown off there, and the one that planet that's now going to be available. Now that we've done this path in this level, that is Planet Gaspar. That is going to be a little bit of a difficult level. I don't know if it's going to be. I don't know how much trouble we're going to have with it. I haven't done it in a while, and but there's some enemies in that. But if you know how this game, I played it before. Unfortunately, it's going to be an issue. Now, okay, there was no lock on for that guy. Okay, there we go. So, these guys are taken out in one shot by the Devastator, so that's good. Let me not go through this pathway, but let's just collect the bolts. There's bolts on there, but those aren't gonna disappear because, what is it, yeah, those are already just placed on it. Anyway, cool thing, here's a gold vault. Very easy, very simple. And you're gonna, you've got a big hint for it because, what is it, you'll be coming over to that doorway to be looking at the hacker, or whatever it's called, puzzle. And, you'll see the textured, parts of the wall surrounding it. Anyway. Oh good, Devastator ammo. Yeah, we're gonna want to be able to not have to buy as much Devastator ammo as we can, cause I can't remember if I was just looking at the vendor if they cost 50 bolts each, or if it's that they cost 200 bolts each. It's absolutely something still alive around here. Anyway, oh, that's what's going on. Alright, so this guy, this is not the first this is not the first one of these enemies we're gonna see on this planet, and definitely I don't think even I think we're gonna be seeing this on more planets as well. But yes, you can see these enemies are very annoying. Oh god, it's gonna be annoying. Let me just... Unfortunately, this thing does not have as much locking on capabilities as I first thought it had. Now, I don't know if I defeated the first one. I don't know if that was a new one, but I hope no more of this spawn. This over here is a sand mine's nest. I could easily activate that if I were to go turn in the prize from the hoverboard competition that I said I wasn't going to be able to do, but I was actually able to beat in what is it, the not the last video, but the video before that. And yeah, I'm not going to be turning in that I'm not going to be getting the item I'm not going to be getting that item actually yet, because I don't think that I want the item that the race gives us for winning. I think it's possible that it could actually be more useful. What? Oh, that's why. Okay. Okay, there we go. Got it. Yeah, in here is just a bunch of bolts. I don't know if there's a gold bolt. I know that. Oh wait, no. In the 2016 reboot Ratchet Clank, there was a collector card pack, which actually, speaking of those, I absolutely love them. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't really actually seen or heard. I've never actually seen. I don't really know that really at all. The general populace's opinion or feeling on the 2016 Ratchet Clank reboot game. And I also absolutely do not know what people think about the collector cards, but I absolutely love them. They're absolutely a thing that just gets the brain juice flowing for me, and they are very much something fun to collect, and it just it's something else to collect, and there's a lot of them that you can collect, so they are quite it's an enjoyable feature of that game. Which now that I've got my capture card in mind, when I get that, I should be able to record that game and do it for this channel somewhat soon, like earlier than a release date. Like, I'm kind of going for the games in release order. Well, I'm actually not going to make any promises until I've done these first 3 games. But yeah, I guess what I'm gonna be doing, what my plans are currently at the moment, what I could just think of off the top of my head for doing the Ratchet Clank games, is to first cover these first 3 games. So this Going Commando, Up Your Arsenal, then do Ratchet Deadlock / Gladiator if you're in Australia like me, or Europe. But I shall also have Size Matters running alongside that, since I don't have I shouldn't have to stick with both of those games one at a time. They can kind of just be going side by side. And then after those ones, I don't think I'm gonna do Secret Agent Clank. I've never played that game before. The most I've played of that is the demo for it on the PSP. I have that game is infamously known for being not very good. Let me just get it out of the way here. Not do that kind of jump, but you know. Come on, game. There we go. See, this is annoying. Alright, there we go. If that, I don't know what will happen if I just leave that around, but I don't really want to, of course. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, I'll be, I don't think I'm gonna cover Secret Agent Clank. I might try it, or just play it. Might do a little bit of a try for it, but sorry, my throat just become really dry and itchy, and also very, like, my mouth is now flooding. What is going on? Oh, that was risky. Anyway, so Secret Agent Clank, I'm sure I'll probably have to cover it. Like I have said in a previous video, if I want to start off covering my favorite Kingdom Hearts games, it means that I will unfortunately be mentally obligated to cover Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix and Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days, which is unfortunate because I just like to start off with my favorite ones. I'll probably just stick to my favorite ones. But as I have said, I will obviously have completion issues, so I will obviously I will be obligated to cover them. It's not so much that people will want me to, or that I will actually listen to people who want me to cover those games. It'll be more so that I will feel like I am obligated to do that. Okay. What on earth just shot me, Robbie? Okay. Oh my god, that almost got in. That was annoying. Oh god. Okay, come on. Yes, there we go. So, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't shoot that up here. So, a handy thing about the Devastator, I will say. One is that it has a pretty damn good lock-on system, or like target reticule. Another thing is that if there was an enemy here, there will be a green lock-on target reticule showing up around here. Even though they were out of sight, I could still shoot it at it and it would still like try and target on it. So what I'm gonna do, oh, it didn't start shooting me anyway. But I was just gonna get all like shoot that as fast as possible before it started shooting me. But as I said, there was no need for that. Anyway. But yeah, Devastator, it's nice like that, but as I've said quite a few times, there's going to be a point where you're going to expect it to do a lot more damage, but it's unfortunately not going to. Now, before I touch any of these, yeah, that's what I wanted to check here, is, let me actually get to a better camera angle and just move around a bit and just kind of lower these out. There we go. Okay, there you go. Okay, apparently 2 blast shots would defeat that guy. Okay. There we go. Okay, yeah, I just gotta play this safe. I have half health. Yeah, I definitely want to. There we go. And it's definitely not going to be beneficial to have those guys running around while I'm touching the 2 bolt cranks. Alright, I think I just heard something slight noise, so let me just kinda check just for a second. Okay, I think it's fine. Now, I believe there are enemies going to be arriving down those steps, unless that was in the 2016 reboot. Anyway, but yes, anyway, as I was saying, with my kind of just current idea of covering the Ratchet Clank games, yeah, cover these first 3 games, of course, then, what does it cover? Deadlock / Gladiator at the same time as Size Matters. Not cover Secret Agent Clank, but perhaps be open to doing it for like a fun video, or just like to cover it just as like a blind playthrough for this channel. Then I believe after I believe that's all the PS2 games. Then that would mean that I start covering the PS3 games. Now, I don't have a PS3. I have a PS3 emulator. The thing is, I have still yet to test or have any sort of, yeah, to have actual testing of recording any of the Ratchet & Clank PS3 games, or just PS3 games in general, for long periods of time with OBS, with this computer. Now for that, I am probably going to have to get my computer's fan fixed, because that will probably help that so much. And if I wish to do that, I can definitely say that will be definitely quite a lot of time away. Definitely a long while off. But if that is what is needed to do for those games, I am going to have to do that. So, but yeah, so obviously cover the PS3 games. So, starting with Tools of Destruction. I haven't played Quest for Booty in well, first off, I've only played it once. I played it once and completed it like years ago. I remember it feeling very jank, and there was quite a few parts on it that I got stuck on, and I absolutely had a terrible time with and hated it. So I'm sure. Well, that one's a lot more likely for me to cover than Secret Agent Clank. But it is still at a point where I could skip it, but it will be. It's not so much that it's important to the story, but it is the sequel to Tools of Destruction and the prequel to A Crack in Time, which then leads, which whether I cover that game or not, and most likely I will. When I cover, after I've covered Quest for Booty, it is then A Crack in Time. Now I am unclear of what comes after that. Whether it's All for One or Q Force or I'm talking about two games here, but I'm gonna be listing three titles because one of these games has two names to it. So there's All for One, there's Q Force, and then there's what is it? I'm trying to think. I don't know what it is, but one's like a tower defense game that I played a tiny bit on the Vita, which is an absolutely which ran like dog water when I played a bit of it on the Vita, and also I've seen things on the internet and just people saying that is absolutely the inferior version of that game for of the version of that tower defense game. That is the one where you can play as Ratchet, Clank, Captain Quark, and Nefarious. I played a tiny bit of that on last year on my PS3 when it was still working. I don't know how well I'm gonna be up for that. Well, first off, I need to that's a long way off, so I need to look into that and see if I'm open to playing that game or covering it. And then there's I don't know what else is left, but I know that I will be definitely covering Into the Nexus. Because I don't know, apparently people don't like that game, but I actually love it. When I played it for the first time on the PS3, I absolutely loved it. And I did many challenge mode runs on that, and also got every weapon upgraded completely. And then I don't know what's after that. I think after that in release order is the 2016 reboot of Ratchet Clank. Now I am probably this all depends on when I get my capture card and have it set up and ready to go and use. I would like to have it, if I get it that fast enough, then I will have it as a little bit of a break or a breather for the difficult parts of this game. I would, otherwise, if I beat this game or if I've moved on to going Commando and up your arsenal, by the time I do get the capture card, then I will just play it at some point later on. Or just cover it as a side thing for the channel. And again, as something that's possibly going to, hopefully be a break from annoying parts of other games that I just need to take a break from. And then obviously, at this current point in time, there is absolutely no word or any official announcement of a new Ratchet and Clank game coming out anytime soon. or like being in development. So I guess at this current point in time when I'm saying this, it will the last game I cover will be of course Rift Apart. I'm sure I will absolutely have a capture card for that point in time. But as much as I am going to want to play Rift Apart quite a lot, because I would absolutely like to play that again on this channel pretty damn fast, so I can, I don't know, just because I think it'll be a really fun playthrough and very fun to do. Yeah, I know the video's still going. I'm just kind of, I was in the middle of this and I had already started quite a bit, so I wasn't gonna wait till the next video. Anyway, Rift Apart, yes, as much as I want to play that as early as possible, that is going to be saved for the last game in the series. So that is, I guess, just kind of the roadmap as a bare idea of my roadmap for covering the I guess that's just the bare idea at this current point in time what my roadmap is for covering the Ratchet Clank games. So yeah, anyway, I think it's definitely time to end this video. And I will hopefully see you in the next one. I'm gonna go take a break now. Good God knows I need it. Anyway, bye. Okay, I heard it doesn't have an off it. It happened in the end of the last video, but it was just, I switched over to OBS and now it just like the frames dropped and it seemed like my computer was gonna crash. Anyway.